But anyway, that they might not even be aware of. But what he said about deer clops is you are an ant to him. And at one point, he thought he'd be killed by deer clops, and deer clops smashed his bee box and buggered off. So, the honeycomb was laying there. That would have been my first thought. I know there was at least one board laying there. So, evidently, if you just avoid him, he's kind of a smashy, grabby thing. A lot like, well, except for being just a giant one-eyed thing that will kick the crap out of you. He's awesome to see. You really have to see video of him. But aside from that, he's kind of like Krampus on steroids that doesn't steal what he destroys. There's a bunch more stuff, but it's all in that link that I'll put up. One of the interesting things to me was they talked about interleaving threats. And that's like where you take two books or two decks of cards or split a deck of cards and flip them together like in a shuffle. So you have one card and another card, etc. from each side. And he mentioned they want hounds not to be overwhelming. Sanity not to be overwhelming. Spoilage not to be overwhelming. Night not, you get my point. But if you're facing hounds and your sanity meter is dropping and it's nighttime and you don't have your healing food, there's where they want the danger to come from. Another major thing, and I should have led off with this, he said they nerfed the combat skills of your avatars, of the characters in the game. They lowered their combat skills and lowered the effective armor. And so that's, you might want to kind of ease into some combat after the update and see what's going on there. Deer clops, I don't know. I'm thinking about getting things to fight him for me. And I don't know if the pigs are on permanent aggro in the winter or you could use them or not. And the Treeguard certainly comes to mind or the Beefalo in heat. I don't know if not all monsters aggro other monsters. But McTusk and Sons, the thing is, the old guy, the big guy, just hits you from long range with that blowgun. And it's definitely not freeze, it's not sleep, it's just a hit. It's just a ranged hit weapon. And it looked to me like when Wilson tried to get near his son, he beat feet. But it looked to me if you kited the hounds out from the two, and this is pure speculation because I can't try it, but if you kite the hounds out from the two, drop meat, kill them, you're down to the son that kind of flees and I think doesn't have a ranged weapon, and the dad. And it seems if you could get on his ass and wail on him, or maybe flame darts or something like that, or the panpipe or something. I don't know. I thought he did the panpipe, and some of this runs together, and the guy didn't go to sleep. But he might not have had the right range on it. I noticed one time he did the panpipe, and in my experience, they were way too damn far away to be affected by it. So anyway, I'm sorry this has been so talky, but that's kind of what it is. And I'll be back to do actual gameplay. And as things develop, I will be giving you my thoughts. This is just a chance for you to look at some of this stuff, or to read up on it, or whatever, to look at what's being said on forums. And it's just the nature of the beast to be talky. It would be 3 times as long if I was trying to do some action stuff. So you got to decide which of my stuff you want to watch. So I hope it's been a help. The update looks absolutely awesome. It really does. So the plan for winter, though, seems to be prepared. You'll have time on your thermometer where it's falling. I think they said it was made out of boards, and maybe 2 boards and 2 gold, but don't quote me on the quantities. But as it's starting to fall and you start to see Wilson's breath and you start seeing, some snow effects, you really need that grass, the sticks, the logs. And the whole thing where I did up here, by the effigy where I placed some trees. What happened to him, what happened to Riptide, was sometimes, not always, but sometimes when he was setting fires, he was setting fire to forests. So you might want to space some distance. But you can run up to a tree, catch it on fire, and warm yourself up. But the warm clothes are going to be essential for doing anything far from the camp. But that's all I've got. And like I said, when I come back next time, I'm going to be making a real video that's got some action and some gameplay in it. But I can't talk and chew gum and walk at the same time. So thanks for joining me. The whole thing looks just really incredible. I think we're going to have a great time. I'll catch y'all later.